the most trusted name in sports.
Welcome to This Week in Sports, a show about sports that happened this week. We began today in the world of the NFL, where Patriots owner Robert Kraft was arrested under some pretty nasty allegations. This goes to show that we can never trust the Patriots organization. And this brings us to our three-point play. 3 things we trust more than the New England Patriots. Number 1, gas station sushi. Number 2, a Bing search engine running on Internet Explorer. And finally, number 3, Flint's water. Moving on from the NFL over to the MLB. In typical New York Mets fashion, outfielder Brandon Nimon gave himself food poisoning on Wednesday after eating some undercooked chicken he had made for himself. Don't worry though, Brandon did not choke on his food. As he said himself, he prefers to save the choking for Mets games that matter, which, knowing the Mets, will never happen. However, with certain players in the Mets team, they have the opportunity of playing bad to the T-bone this year. And finally, moving on from the MLB over to the NCAA men's basketball, the Ole Miss players decided to end their protest and took a stand for the national anthem yesterday. Now, this brings us into some pretty controversial area. So, if you're like me and you think these men disrespected America's flag and should not have sat for the national anthem, then it is absolutely essential that you share this video. After all, people need to know what they did was wrong. And if you're someone who agrees with me that these men executed their First Amendment rights and should be encouraged to do this in the future, then it is absolutely essential that you share this video. After all, people need to know the great things and change that these men are inspiring. And personally, if you're like me and you don't care what these men do, it's absolutely essential that you share this video. After all, 1 share equals 1 I don't care. Well, that's all about the time we have for today. This has been This Week in Sports, a show about sports that happened this week.
I think, personally, it's about time we slides on by to the subscribe button.